What's happening, my epic people? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing epic. And today you're joining me on a day of CBT training. So as you can tell from the title of the video, I have now begun my journey as an instructor. So I thought what I'll do is I'll take you out for a live class, and I'll just be talking you through how I'm feeling about me getting on, how my journey's going, what I've learned, and then also I'd like to give a big thank you to all the students who have subscribed to my channel. Not only does it help the channel out, but also for humouring me your day's training. So as much as it's helping you getting on the road, getting your CBTs done, it's also helping me learn how to be an efficient instructor. So big thank you guys, and if there's anything at all that you guys are needing from here on out, don't be afraid to drop me a message on Instagram from the DMs, or just comment on one of the videos and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as possible. End of the day guys, it's free education, why not? So how has my journey been so far? In a word, I love it. You know, it's very rewarding to give back to potential riders, people who want to begin their journey, so that way they can seek passion in what I love the most. And I believe I have a wealth of knowledge that I can help pass on. So it certainly feels like a dream come true. I get to ride a bike for a living. So it's like I'm going out for a ride out with mates every day. We just get to fly around, riding all the local roads. It barely even feels like work. Now don't get me wrong, there is obviously the first half of the day where we spend time on the pad, as if you've done your CBT you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And you'll be doing a lot of slow speed control maneuvers, classroom talk, this that and the other, and that stuff is very key because it helps sets the rest of the day up right, and it is where you pick up a lot of your skills which you are then ready to put out there on the road. Now if you guys are worried whether or not they can hear me yammering on, they can't. I do have an earpiece so I can hear what Julian in front is saying, so I can listen out for instructions and pick up as much knowledge as I can on how to instruct people best on the road. But my role for today here is to mainly supervise, add any extra sort of comments, and just sort of keep an eye at the back of the pack really. Now most of the time we've had a minimum of 2 people for their CBT. But young Fred here is actually looking to go for his direct access. So before he can do that, he obviously has to do his CBT first, and then his theory, then mod 1, mod 2. Now today with young Fred, he has actually already got experience on the road because he already drives. He also has experience as a motocross rider, so the controls of the bike for him are not alien, and he did demonstrate that very well on the pad, which going forward I will find ways to implement sort of the pad work at our off-road training centre at Dave Berkshire's Motorcycle Training Academy. And this really is just a regular day at the office. Now how am I personally feeling about my role as a motorcycle instructor? It's very exciting, but it's like starting anything new again. You know, there's a lot of information to take in. Now, don't get me wrong, if somebody said, can you teach me how to ride a motorcycle in any way you want, I could just easily show you what to do. But there is a particular way and a particular order somewhat that you have to do it, just to make sure that you are teaching the right things. You know, just as it is in the highway code, there are must do's and must not do's. So very much in the same sort of fashion, there are things that you must teach, and then there are sort of your own added freestyle twist on it. But then eventually, as time then goes on, just like when I was learning how to cut hair, and before that when I was a tree surgeon, you know, it's all brand new, so it's all very overwhelming in ways. And then there are times when you start to pick things up and it all becomes second nature, which I know this will eventually be just that. And the reason why I know that is because I've already started to do what's called the elements of the CVT, and being able to teach those elements already and getting certainly smoother with them. And it's just working out ways to get my point across, because there is a level of individuality to this. Each trainer will teach in a slightly different way, or some in a very different way. So it's just a matter of figuring out your way that still follows along the guidelines, and also exaggerating certain safety aspects to riding a motorcycle, because that is the key word for this job, is infusing safety on your students. Now, a lot of the time, you know, we already do these safety aspects by ourselves without thinking, because that's our instincts now. But to somebody brand spanking new, it's trying to find the best way to get it into their head instinctively. But I love it. It's problem solving. You know, yes, there are a couple of hairy moments, and we have had a few little tip overs and things, to be expected. People are new to riding because the bike doesn't like to stay upright all on its own. So these things do happen, and it's just working out your own response to that and trying to stay nice and calm. So I do have a good ability to stay quite calm when it all goes to drop, so to speak. So yeah, and for that reason, it's all been quite fun. I love learning new things, I find things very interesting, and there are a couple of sort of embarrassing red-faced moments, you know, naturally. Maybe I've forgotten the order of something, and you know, I've got Pete or Julian looking at me going, and what next? But like I said, it's going back to being brand new at something. Nothing wrong with it at all. I'd rather get embarrassed about something, get a bit red-faced, and then I know for the next time I won't be doing that. Well, hopefully I would have picked it up for the next time anyway. But the most important thing about it is I get to ride a bike for a living. It's an incredible feeling, which then brings me on to my next point, which is my choice of bike. Now, I've had this bike now for 3 months, so I thought I'd do a little bit of an update on how it's behaved, good points, a few bad points, and how has it helped me with this career, because that was the reason why I chose this bike, was for that reason. I wanted a bike that I could not only do this job on, because it's nice and comfortable, but also a bike when it comes to the weekends I can have a bit of fun. So the bike I did choose, which if you can't tell by the title, is a 2020 Ninja 1000 SX, and in short, I love it. This bike has been brilliant so far. Within 3 months I've had it, it's just done absolutely everything I need for the most part. And as with anything though, nothing's perfect. There's always something that could be different, or maybe a little bit better. So that buttery smooth inline 4 has just been an absolute dream for this job. Just being able to pick up my speed nice and smooth. It's not grunty or like a V-twin, which I'm not saying that, you know, you couldn't do the same job on a V-twin, but the idea of having something shake and rattle, and it just wasn't very appealing to me. So I thought, what better than a Japanese inline 4, something very smooth, something I don't have to think so much about. But then also on the weekends, I can take my somewhat sport bike out on the road for a play. It does a little bit of everything. So good points. It obviously has, you know, the wind deflection. I'm able to hunker down, you know, there's enough fairing here to help keep the wind off me somewhat. There is a screen. I did upgrade to a Puig screen, which I'm very pleased with. It has got the quick shifter up and down, which is very handy. Electrical gremlins so far, touch wood, hasn't really been any. There was one, but that was my own doing. I went to fit my heated jacket lead to plug it all in, and I had not tightened up the negative post enough, and due to vibration over time it's just backed it off. I went to go start my bike out somewhere and it obviously did not start. Well, it went to at first and then popped up a electrical fault code, so I turned the bike off to try and reset it, and then it would not turn back on, so which then tells me it was the battery. So I had to find my Allen keys in there, etc, etc, and from getting there and sort it out, which I did. Excellent stuff. Now the bike itself does come with a toolkit, but it was missing the Allen key that I needed to be able to adjust my chain, because it's a bit of a different chain adjustment system than what I'm used to, so it didn't come with a large Allen key to do so. But C-Star Superbikes, who I bought the bike from, they were brilliant enough to, without hesitation, I offered to pay for it, and they actually said, no, don't need to pay for that, we'll sort you one out, no problems at all. So happy days. Thank you very much, C-Star, they've been brilliant. Every time I pop in there, they're always welcoming. So if you are looking for your next motorcycle, they don't just do Kawasaki, they also do Ducati and quite a lot of off-brand in their used section. So if there's something else you're after other than Kawasaki Ducati, I'm pretty sure that there will be something in there that you will love. But their customer service is second to none, so big thanks. Really, really pleased. Even 3 months down the line, you know, they're still happy to help me out, which is not always the case with some dealerships. Some dealerships usually they sort of take your money and then they don't really want to help you that much. So C-Star Superbikes, top marks guys, thank you very much. But yeah, the bike itself is just handling brilliantly. I mean, there are a couple of bits I think could be a little bit better, but not everything's going to be perfect, like the quick shifter. It's a little bit unpredictable when you want to click it down into the gears. Going up's always pretty predictable, it doesn't usually stop you going up in the gears, but coming down it will stop you if you're going maybe a tad too slow, I believe it is, maybe the revs are too low, things like that. So it's just little things. Right, I'm just going to stop and fill up a little bit of fuel, and then I will get back to you all. Oh. So I just want to make this last little bit quick. just because this battery's about to die on that one, and I'm in a bit of a hurry being out and about here. Don't want to chop and change batteries and things. But in a nutshell, this bike has been perfect for this role for me. It's still got that cool factor. It looks the nuts, especially with that green. It looks ultimate. You know, it's got all the safety features I need. Not that you need safety features. If you're leaning on safety features, then you know, do something a little bit wrong. But my point being is, it just takes my mind off of little bits and pieces while I'm actually out here just trying to concentrate more on getting people through their CVT. So happy days. I believe this bike is going to give me many happy miles, but I have also said to C-Star that once I have run this thing into the ground, which I doubt it's going to be possible to, or at least when I fancy a change, I will be back to see them, maybe for an updated model or something, but we'll see as we get close to the time. That is not the case right now. Just a reminder, I actually need to get a new high vis. My zip snapped this morning. See if we can be sneaky. Happy days. Yeah, so this video in a nutshell, I'm very pleased with my choice of leaving barbering and starting full-time bike instructing. It's going to take me a little while to pick up exactly where I want to be with it, but at the end of the day, I'm living a dream, and that dream is riding motorcycles for a living and passing it on to you guys. So for everybody that's already subscribed, and for all new subscribers and students who have given us a follow, thank you very much. You're all amazing. I really enjoy getting these videos out, and not only that, will this career help me better my videos on the information that I can give. So it's all going to help the channel out no end. So thank you to everyone. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.